Hi everyone, back with another war video, this time with voiceover, mainly because I've kind of run out of music that just sounds good on its own, and there's also a heck of a lot in this war, and I thought it would be useful to talk over some of it. So this first fight, Path 2, I haven't done Path 2 in as long as I can remember, and I think whenever I probably have done it before, at least the first night, I probably just quaked it. But no quake this war, so I'm going in with Void, fairly moderate boosts, because I'm taking a mini-boss at the end of this. I've already turned off Dex for this fight, because obviously I would get degened, and this is definitely a fight where baiting a lot of specials is a good thing to be doing. So like I said, I've not really done this path, like, in ever. So I was fairly unfamiliar with everything, but I had done Path 2 in the war before, so I was kind of familiar with the Counter-Strike stuff, and I tried to follow that same strategy, not let them get too many Furies, to sort of actually play into the node. I know a lot of people tend to just ignore the consequences of the node when they take this fight, just sort of power through it, but I thought it's just a Dormammu. And I'm using Void, who, perhaps other than Quake, is like my most comfortable champion. So yeah, really simple fight. 2 fights after this as well, really basic Doom fights. So I'll just let the music play instead of me quacking out. So yeah, absurdly straightforward first 3 fights. Actually quite enjoyed taking that path. Would not mind doing it again. Certainly easier than the sort of paths I normally do in section 1. So onto the Iron Man Infinity War. Taking this with Void. Obviously, really obvious choice for this. It's the power snack node, so it also has backup recovery, so you can get some pretty crazy power on this. If you don't really have a way to monitor and control that. We used to assign this when this map first came about. We used to send Void with like the Avenger synergy for this guy. Obviously, over time, as we kind of like got a gauge of how potent that power snack was, it was pretty unnecessary. And I needed all 3 of my champions that I brought to this war for specific fights. So this, yeah, just taking it without the synergy, and obviously it's turning absolutely easy, fine. Really easy fight. The next fight after this is just horrible. It's another Void fight. I wasn't supposed to take it in that evening. I was supposed to wait the next day, and big boost for that fight and a bunch of others. It's a Tiger on Encroaching Stun. I'll just let the music play through the rest of this one and the next couple, because they're all pretty straightforward. Oh, alright, this fight again, absolutely horrible. Just completely messed up the power controlling, so completely ate a special 3 to the face in this, but see, didn't die because it seems a boosted Doom, even a rank 5 Doom, just will not die in Alliance War. Even though really all things being fair, I probably should have done, but got really lucky, just about as lucky when I was fighting that Tigra, and somehow managed to sneak my special 1 in before the encroaching stun hit. Again, just a very super lucky turnout there. See, I should just not have done the heavy there. I should have just gone for another parry and that'd have been okay. Oh well. It just costs like 1 or 2 potions for Doom. It wasn't a big deal. Fight after this Doom, the guy was running suicides we introduced from some earlier fights. I'm using Void for it. Ridiculously easy. I even mess up on one of the special 2s and get clipped, but obviously Void is incinerate immune, so it just really tickled him. Yeah, a very simple fight, and then after that we're onto the mini island where I'll be continuing with the same boosts, so enjoy me, well, getting hit in the face more. So yeah, not exactly entirely clean, but got a bit better towards the end. Completely forgot about Doom's aura at one point there. Threw a special 1 into his resist, which was pretty dumb. But otherwise, a pretty safe fight. Any champion that's been placed with suicides, Void is just always going to completely destroy them. The first mini here I'm taking is this King Groot, 565 King Groot. We actually have like a rank 2 awakened 6-star King Groot in BG2's roster somewhere, but we've never even thought to place him on defense stars, because even though this node works well for him, and you're about to see me get hit in the face repeatedly from it, King Groot is just so... his attack values are just so poor, and I don't really see anyone taking anything other than a Doom against this, and Doom's armor is just so crazy high that even when you play terribly like I'm about to, nothing bad seems to happen. You just sort of take him to the face and get your next opening, and it just the health pool is just big, so it's a long slog of a fight, but there's really nothing difficult in this. So yeah, I'll just there's the first one. Oh my god. Yeah, get ready for a couple more of those, and then we'll go to the next fight, which is a lot more interesting than this. So yeah, like I said, really ugly fight, but doesn't matter. Don't need Doom for any more, and even now, actually just looking at it, even though I took so many hits in the face, Doom is still extremely healthy. So this is the one fight that I brought Symbiote Supreme for, and this was the one fight I was most nervous about. This is a rank 3 6-star Annihilus. He's not awakened, but that doesn't really matter for him. He's still going to have his Cosmic Rod, which is annoying, so just going to be making sure we nullify that, well, as much as he can with Symbiote Supreme. He's got his staggers can be a bit sporadic. Doing a light intercept there, which is the best way to really deal with Annihilus. He just sort of dash back from his medium and counter with a light, which is, I did a few duels before doing this sort of streak of fights just to make sure I was comfortable with that. Because, as I said, this was the one fight I was most nervous about. I've never done this fight before. I don't think I've taken Symbiote Supreme into war since this map was introduced, not that I can remember anyway, although I do really like using him because he was like my main mystic that had this, so I used him quite a lot. But yeah, still got all my big boosts on, so hoping that was just going to save me. I also popped an ability on, just because again, I was just really nervous about this fight, and it's kind of unusual to be able to get Symbiote Supreme into Alliance War on this map, I find, because there are so many typically nodes where you'd want to use him, like where big beefy cosmic defenders have been placed. There's always seems to be redoubled determination, which is obviously a really bad time to be trying to use Symbiote Supreme. But anyway, as you can see, that was just crazy easy, simple. Don't know why I was nervous about that at all. It was by far my cleanest fight out of the lot, and yeah, I'm really happy with that one. And at this point I was expecting that to be my last fight of the war. You can see Mike's just going to take that Spider-Gwen with Venom, and I thought I was pretty much done with the war. We had a rank 3 Omega signed to take the Thing Boss, but it was decided sometime later that because I seemed to be playing like not entirely incompetently, that I would try and take this fight. So I popped on some moderate boosts. We'd already won the war by this point, so there was no need for me to go all out like I had been before. And really this was just for me to try and get some more practice, because every time I've tried to take this fight in the past it's always gone horribly, and I just needed to get better at it, because especially when like the rank 3 things come around, Void is pretty much the far and away best option. You can't really be relying on our rank 3 Omega to be getting them down consistently, so yeah, this is by far the most clutch fight I have ever taken in online as well, and as you see that it's I don't really know how I survived this. You'll know when you see it, and I suddenly decided to stop playing like a complete idiot, and it was a pretty special moment. But yeah, overall a great war for me. I took 11 fights, didn't die once, so from 3 wars this season so far I've taken like 21 or 22 fights, and I haven't died once yet, which is great, and they've not exactly all been easy fights, as you can see from some of my previous videos, and of course this one. But yeah, this is a long old fight again, so I'll just shut up and let the music play it out. Enjoy.